Welcome to your daily dose of astrological insight and inspiration for Wednesday, the 25th of September, 2024. I'm intuitive evolutionary astrologer and psychic tarot reader, Crystal, the crystalline priestess, and without further ado, let's get into the vibe of the day. Okie dokie, so my loves, I'm going to try and do this as quick as possible because I'm running out of battery. So this is actually a big day, so unfortunately I shouldn't have left my battery to running out to this point. We are starting off with Mercury, who is going to be making an opposition with Neptune today. It's going to really intensify over tonight into the afternoon, nighttime, and be finished by tomorrow midday. So that's pretty powerful in my opinion. I feel as though this Mercury has been through a lot. It's now obviously it's direct. So we are finally, I think, after we have this opposition today and into tomorrow, I think that we're going to finally start receiving a little bit of clarity. Today feels like another day of spiritual awareness, 100%. All of these connections that we're having with Neptune are asking us to have a blending between the spiritual and the physical, very much so, because that's what Virgo is. And so we have joy coming out with glamour, and I like that because I feel as though this is actually really feeling like Mercury in this opposition with Neptune is asking us to look in the mirror. It's asking us to look at ourselves. Into the mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. It's asking you to look in the mirror and see the possibilities that are actually available to you. I feel as though this Mercury, even though it is this opposition, it's about building balance when we have oppositions. So it's about understanding that in order to feel inspired by life, our perception has to be a little bit woo-woo. It has to believe in the impossible as well as the possible. And when I say believe in the impossible, I mean, what do you think has been possible for you in the past? It's about breaking through your beliefs and seeing what is possible for you. We have joy. As I do will, so mote it be. Let joy and light radiate from me. So it's about letting your joy be the guiding light. And Mercury, when it's in Virgo, you know, Mercury loves being home. That's where it lives. So this feeling of confusion that Neptune brings forth is this feeling today where it's like, I have to understand where the woo-woo, the foggy, the strange, the confusing, the Pisces side of life is equally as important as the Virgo, as the mundane, as the real, as what I can see physically in front of me. It's about grounding spirit into the physical. And that sounds weird, but it really is. I preach this because I really truly believe that you cannot have one without the other. You can't have physical manifestation that is going to fulfill you for a lifetime if you're not spiritually connected, and you cannot have a physical abundant lifetime if you are not paying attention, or you cannot have a spiritually abundant lifestyle if you are not physically giving a shit about your reality. You have to care about yourself. And so this glamour, it's about looking in the mirror. It's about seeing how beautiful we are if we give ourselves the care that we deserve. Venus being in Scorpio, it's about seeing the deep beauty. It's not just about what's on the surface, it's about what's underneath. It's about what you're hiding. We have athlete and the mediator coming out with the companion. So we have the moon, who is also squaring with the nodes today in Cancer and making that conjunction with Mars. So there is definitely this heaviness today. I spoke to this in Astro Tea Weekly. The start of the week is going to feel really intense. By the end of the week, we get to a nice sextile between Mars and Saturn, and it's like, okay, I can deal with this. But today, it's still feeling like we're needing to move through with this mediator, a gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. So that's understanding, respecting that spirit is as important as the physical. So understanding that you can be between both worlds, and that, you know, that's the thing as well, is having a spiritual teacher, but also having a physical teacher, you know, having someone. I'm talking about guidance when it comes to your spiritual purpose and your spiritual life, but also guidance about what it is that you're achieving and making happen and all that sort of energy as well. You know, athletes have coaches. Athletes need coaches because they need someone to guide them. And I feel as though spirit is here to guide. Spirit is here to help. But at the same time, you're needing to understand where spirit can only do so much. There is a point that you need to get to with the athlete where it's about, I need to do the work now. I need to physically do the thing. You know, spirit can only help you so much. it can help you spiritually, fuck yeah, and amazing things can manifest, you know, and all that sort of stuff. But if you're not willing to meet the universe halfway, you're always going to be left short. The athlete says dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower and a strength of spirit. Development of personal willpower and a strength of spirit. And that is the moon connecting with Mars and squaring the nodes, developing that strength of spirit within you. Your spirit is what is going to get you to the top of the mountain. Your spirit is what's going to help you achieve and receive and succeed on your path and on your journey. The shadow attributes is a misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends, false sense of invulnerability, and entitlement. So it's not feeling entitled to what you have. And that's the thing. Mars can feel like, Cancer can feel like a victim. Mars and Cancer with the moon there can feel emotionally very much like a victim. So that's why the mediator is out here to alternate between worlds. Yes, you may actually be a victim. Yes, you may actually be handicapped. You may actually have a physical or a mental or an emotional or a spiritual disadvantage. It might be real, and that's the thing. Virgo is reality, so Mercury is showing us where there is a physical reality barrier. However, the archetype of the athlete... Well, loves, that did run out of battery right in the middle of me pumping on a really good fucking train of thought. And now I don't really know where I was at because I've been having hell trouble getting this back on. So I'm kind of going to go with where I'm feeling now, which is this feeling of having to do it through the uncomfortability, having to make it work even though it ain't working properly, you know, even though things are disjointed, it's messy, man. Like I was saying, this week is messy. Moving into Sunday, we finally get to clean up a little bit of that mess, but it just feels messy and it feels annoying. There's a frustration, and that's why I think this athlete is out here. Dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps. So it feels as though we're all seeing the fact that we do have a handicap. We do have something that is limiting us, whether it's something in our home, our environment, whether it's something in our reality, whether it's a routine, it's a lifestyle, it's a health problem. Health problems definitely are coming up. Or it's a mental health problem. You know, there is something with Judgment at the bottom of the deck. There is something that is calling for you to resurrect it, to bring it up. Venus and Scorpio, bring it to the surface. You know, we still have this amazing outer planet sort of grand connection that we have. I was about to say grand trine, but it's not a grand trine. It's this, I'm going to call it a grand connection because it's this really beautiful, you know, rare, very rare moment in time where we have three outer planets on the urge of leaving their signs and moving into new signs, which means that the collective is very much growing up and growing into something new, very much evolving, very much leveling up. The Star and the Seven of Swords. So that's, you know, we have to face the dark parts of us. We have to face the lies that we might have been telling ourselves. We have to face the lies maybe we've been ignoring. You know, it's going to look absolutely different for everybody, but this is us having to be vulnerable because the Seven of Swords is not vulnerable. The Seven of Swords is betrayal energy. It's an energy of dealing with toxic. I call it my shady shit card because the Star with the Seven of Swords is pretty much not like, it's needing to, and then that just fell off the bench and turned in the reverse. So it's about not misusing this new opportunity that you have, because I feel as though where you know, things that you've done in the past, this is not repeating past mistakes. And now my nose is getting itchy, so that's it. This is not repeating past mistakes where in the past you may have had a bit of a delusional outlook, especially with the Knight of Cups in reverse. You may have had this thought that it was just going to manifest overnight, or it was going to be easier than it was, or, you know, anything like that. It's about needing to be serious, needing to be honest with yourself about what this new chapter, what this new journey, what this release, what this means for you, what this means for your relationship, what this means for your life, what this means for your home, your family, you know, all these things. There are changes that are here and we're needing to face them. The shadow attributes is a misuse of athletic ability for selfish ends and a false sense of invulnerability and entitlement. So this is needing to see where we're not as indestructible as we thought, where you know, the Seven of Swords with the Star feels like in the past we thought that, oh, just no matter what, my dreams are going to manifest because I believe that they should. You know, I'm doing my meditation. I'm believing that I deserve this. I'm believing that it should be mine. And so it's just going to actually manifest without me having to put in that physical work. So the athlete is here to say, don't be going delulu. Eight of Wands is about needing to actually go in the direction of the thing, make it happen. It's about focus. It's about focusing in a direction and going towards that. And the Hierophant in reverse is about having to find commitment, because with the Hierophant in reverse, there is a lack of commitment. We haven't committed to the physical things, the physical changes that we need to make, the star. And that's the thing too. We haven't been seeing ourselves as the star, as being as powerful as we really are. If we really saw ourselves as being as powerful as we really are, we would have manifested it already. Why? Because we would have actually done the thing that we know that we need to do. A lot of us are keeping ourselves in this delulu mentality because we don't want to face what we have to face. But that's done. That's done this week. Mars with the moon in this square to the nodes, while the sun is moving into a square with these nodes as well. We're really going to, or a T square, I suppose, with Mars. And it's really going to have us having to face the wounded parts of ourselves, especially because we are now at the sun in the sign that is in an opposition with Chiron. So we are seeing these wounds that have really sort of been needing to be dealt with over the past, it's essentially since the nodes shifted into Aries and Pisces, actually. But we're really, I'm talking about the past like eclipse cycle that we had in March and April, because it feels to me that's where we're starting to sort of get our footing since then. You know, we're starting to go, okay, I'm seeing where I've really grown. I'm seeing where I have this capability that sorry guys, I have no space on here. So this is literally, with this reading, it's like we have to see where we need to deal with our shit. We need to deal with our own mess. We need to clean things up. We need to clear things out. Mercury in an opposition with Neptune today is like, yo, the house needs clearing. The vibe needs clearing. Everything needs clearing. We need to clean this energy up. It's messy, it's foggy, it's weird, it's uncomfortable, it's all these things. And we have to face them, unfortunately. So the facing of them looks like, you know, looking in the mirror. Just look in the mirror and face, especially when it comes to our identity. And with Venus being in Scorpio and, you know, not getting jealous and comparing yourself. And that's the thing with all this Libra too, is comparison, comparing ourselves to other people. Into this mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. So allow possibility to become your best friend today, because it really does have the power to change everything. If you can believe in your own sense of potential and possibility, everything changes, because a whole world and a whole life opens up for you that didn't exist before, that wasn't even a thought before. And I'm experiencing this personally. Like, you know, I'm going through my Saturn return and I'm looking at life now from a different perspective, and I'm going, holy shit. So I could have literally lived this amazing life this whole time. I just had the wrong mentality. Damn, that's a lesson. So that's the vibe. Okay, guys, I love you so much. I apologize for the camera stuff and all that sort of shit, but you know, this is very much Mercury opposing Neptune today. So here's a shit. The universe just agreed. Here's a shit quality video for a Mercury opposition with Neptune reading. Anyway, love you guys. Make sure that if you enjoyed this reading, you do give it a like, a thumbs up, because it helps to spread these vibes to other astro nerds like me and yourself. Do make sure you check out your child's song. If you want to book a personal tarot or astrology reading with me, you can do that down below through the link in my description to my link tree. Yeah, I think that's it. I'd like to thank your angels, your ancestors, your higher self, your spirit guides, all the beautiful benevolent beings that are surrounding you and I in all moments, for allowing me to receive and to deliver this fabulous message for you guys. I love you very much. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in Thursday's horoscope. Peace.